Tonight, a Fox 17 weather ready alert because we are tracking some more showers and thunderstorms that are possible overnight tonight. And some of these storms could be on the strong side. So what I'm keeping a close eye on is what is happening here in the northern parts of Illinois, as there are some storms firing up there. And I think those are the ones that are going to move in and lead to that heavy rainfall threat later on tonight. Now, right now, we are just tracking some light rain showers that are moving into parts of West Michigan, probably not more than just a few sprinkles. But if you do live along in south of I-94, there is a flood watch that begins at midnight and goes until 11 a.m. And some of the word from the National Weather Service tonight is that we are going to be keeping an eye on these storms that are possible, and they could lead to rainfall totals of greater than 2 inches in spots. And given the fact that we saw some rain and storms earlier in the day today, we could see some minor flooding issues in parts of the area. I'm not expecting widespread flooding issues, but it is a possibility. Now, looking at your Fox 17 weather ready future track, this is 3 o'clock in the morning, so this is going to be still several hours from now that we see these thunderstorms move in. There's a small chance that they could be on the strong side, certainly, but I think heavy rainfall is the biggest threat with those as they quickly race off to the east. Now, I will tell you, based on what I've been seeing with our computer models, is that they're kind of all over the place. Some models don't have much of anything happening tonight, while other models produce a lot of heavy rainfall. So it is going to be one of those situations that we should be on guard, know that there is this opportunity into the overnight, but I don't think it's a slam dunk for us in West Michigan. If we were to see the heavy rainfall, this is one of our computer models that suggests some areas may pick up more than an inch, but it is all kind of dependent on where those thunderstorms move in as we move into the rest of the overnight. Now, moving forward, I only have about a 20% chance for rain on Monday because I think any of the rain and storms that come in late tonight are pretty quick to move out, and I think most of the daylight hours tomorrow will end up being dry. Now, we'll keep a close eye on the Tuesday time frame as some more showers and storms are possible, but I have low-end rain chances in the forecast Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, only because it does look rather unsettled with some chances of seeing some showers and thunderstorms. Now, in terms of temperatures, because of the rain and storms we saw, highs today were in the 70s and only 80 degrees in Grand Rapids. Average high today, 82. Looking ahead to tomorrow, I'm forecasting highs very similar to this. 70s and 80s will be on the map, but as we move forward here, we will be tracking some cooler temperatures that will be on the way once we get towards the end of the week and into the weekend. So a quick look at your 7-day forecast shows those storm chances Tuesday and into Wednesday. Now, Thursday and Friday, the rain chance not high enough for me to put the rain icon, but we'll have to monitor that in the days to come. But look at these high temperatures dropping into the 70s. This weekend, I think another system comes in on Saturday with some more rain showers, and then high temperatures both Saturday and Sunday in the upper 70s. So overall, trending much cooler by the time we head into this weekend with some more opportunities of seeing some rain.